This is 9.8b of algebra. So we're going to look at another method here, substitution, how to solve a system where we have a linear equation and a quadratic equation. So we're going to do our got it problem down here. Okay. It looks a little different than what our regular ones are. They're trying to be tricky. So let me just show you what we should do. If we add 30 to both sides, we get y equals 12x plus 30. Okay, this equation and the bottom equation, that's more typical of what you're going to see. I don't know why they trick you in the book, but they don't have those in the homework so much. So I'm going to rewrite our two equations up top here so I have room. So we said y equals 12x plus 30. And our other equation is y equals x squared plus 11x minus 12. Or minus 12. Okay, so if you remember substitution from when we talked about it before, we talked about soccer and how you call in a sub, and if a defender's going out, a defender goes in. If a forward's coming out, a forward goes in. So what we can do is we can take this stuff and plug it in for this y here. Because this stuff is equal to y. So they're the same thing, they just look different. So we get 12x plus 30 is equal to x squared plus 11x minus 12. And now to be able to solve this, to be able to factor it, I need to get it equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides. It's supposed to be a 0. So we get 12x is equal to x squared plus 11x minus 42. Then I got to get rid of the 12x, so minus 12x. So 0 is equal to x squared minus x minus 42. And now I can factor it, and then I'll use the zero product property. So we're looking for numbers that multiply to negative 42. So again, this is one of those that we need to have two columns for because it's negative. So, negative 1 and 42, negative 2 and 21, negative 3 and 14, 4 doesn't work, 5 won't work, negative 6 and 7, and then I'll make my second list. 1 and negative 42, 2 and negative 21, 3 and negative 14, 6 and negative 7. And we're looking for the one that adds to negative 1, which is going to be this group here. So we can factor it over here. We get x plus 6, x minus 7. So now we're to the same point, right, once we factor in stuff, just like the elimination one we did. Make two equations. X plus 6 equals 0. X minus 7 equals 0. Minus 6. We get x is equal to negative 6. Add 7 to both sides. We get that x is equal to 7. Not done yet, right? My answers need to be a point. I need an x value and a y value. So then I got to plug back in. So y is equal to 12 times negative 6 plus 30. 12 times negative 6 gives me negative 72. And if we add 30, we get a negative 42. So this is the point negative 6, negative 42. Do the same thing over here. 12 times 7 gives me 84 plus 30, which gives me 114. So this is the point 7, 114. And those two would be my solutions. Last method that we can do is solving using a graphing calculator. So if you have an actual graphing calculator, you can follow these instructions. All of my students use our iPads with the Desmos app or website. So if you go to desmos.com and launch the calculator, you can type these two equations where they list like 1, 2, 3, there's a plus button to add an expression. So if you graph these two equations, okay, you can see that they intersect twice. One of the points that they intersect is -2, 2. The other point that they intersect at is 1, -1. And those are your two solutions, okay? Again, you can get two solutions, one solution, or no solution. It's possible that they won't cross. And there's your homework.